More people than ever are wanting to get tickets and go and see a Formula 1 race in the flesh, rather than watching from the comfort of home with nobody but Paul di Resta for company. But it seems that it's becoming more and more expensive. We're going to be looking at the price for a 3-day general admission ticket to every race on the 2023 calendar, before adding in the average cost of food, accommodation and merchandise. Hopefully this will give you a pretty accurate idea of what a weekend at the track will cost you. We'll be using the cheapest general admission price available for 3 days at each track, and we're not including travel in these calculations because it varies so much for each track for various reasons, and I didn't particularly want to spend my day doing currency conversions and figuring out fuel prices in every country just for that information to be completely outdated tomorrow, so I'm sorry. Bahrain, £121.35. Saudi Arabia, £100.67. Australia, £160.83. Azerbaijan, £163.33. Miami, £517.25. And now we can perhaps start to see why Formula 1 are keen to make the most of their increasingly large American following. That's one expensive general admission ticket, but at least you might get a lovely view of the fake marina. Premium. Emilia-Romagna, £214.23. Monaco, £174.90. You can technically do Monaco on a budget, but you may have to accept seeing very little of the race with your own eyes, and I hope you're not expecting to be staying in Monaco itself. Never gonna happen. Spain, £122.37. Canada, £151.11. Austria, £87.49. A weekend at the Red Bull Ring probably works out as the cheapest on the calendar. It's not quite the lowest ticket price, but the combination of admission and camping accommodation is the most affordable. Britain, £279. The British Grand Prix at Silverstone finds itself in the top 5 most expensive races to attend. Yes, it has reasonably priced camping, but everything is seemingly becoming more and more pricey in the UK. Cheese prices are becoming extortionate, so even I'm considering moving away. Thanks, Liz. Hungary, £70.83. The cheapest general admission ticket you can get in Formula 1. Camping prices are the highest on the calendar for a circuit that offers camping, but we can let that slide for how much we saved on the admission fee itself. Belgium, £183.80. The Dutch Grand Prix, £161.95. It might be worth adding the cost of an orange t-shirt and an orange flare for this one. The Italian Grand Prix, £87.52. The ticket price for Monza is surprisingly low, although, as we saw last year, these tickets can be oversold and lead to a fairly poor fan experience. Accommodation is also the most expensive of the European races. Singapore, £322.08. Japan, £101.09. Qatar, £254.65. Qatar is back on the calendar after a year off, so we only have 2021 prices to go off at this point. It does fall on the higher end of the price spectrum, which you might expect. Circuit of the Americas, £384.16. If you're a Formula 1 fan on a budget in America and are able to get to Texas, then this is the race that makes most sense. Still bloody expensive, but the most affordable in the country, and probably worth it just to see whatever Daniel Ricciardo will get up to. Mexico, £367.91. Mexico always seems to showcase an incredibly joyful, colourful and passionate atmosphere, although you will pay a fairly high amount to be a part of it. Brazil, £185.98. By far the cheapest of the end of season races, Brazil also tends to provide an incredible racing spectacle for fans. Las Vegas, £404.32. I honestly don't really want to include Las Vegas when talking about general admission tickets or races on a budget. This ticket might not be quite the most expensive on the calendar, but if you'd like your accommodation to be within the same state for 3 nights, then quadruple the ticket price. Not for a fan on a budget, or just a fan in general if we're being honest. That's right, yeah, I'm being controversial. Abu Dhabi, £220.02. The season ends with a fairly average ticket price for 3 days at Yas Marina, but accommodation isn't available cheaply. The value for money of this race could entirely depend on how the rest of the season has played out. If it's a title decider, then this could be a fantastic price. I've done all the maths for you, which did take longer than I expected, and the average ticket price for the most affordable 3-day general admission ticket is £212.50. Add to this the average cost of accommodation, apart from Las Vegas as it clearly isn't an event for the standard F1 fan, you're looking at £140 on top. Then add the cost of food and drink for the 3-day event, that'll be around £150. And if you want some fresh, branded merch, you're looking at an extra £80 at least. So that makes the grand total for the average price of attending a Formula 1 Grand Prix on a budget work out at around £580. Remember, that doesn't include travel costs. That's one bit of maths I'll let you do for yourself. But what about the costs pre-Drive to Survive, I hear you ask? Interestingly, apart from the USA where ticket costs have gone up by more than £200 since the show's launch, everywhere else has seen the tickets rise alongside the inflation rates for each country. Does this mean we're going to start losing more historic tracks from the calendar so Formula 1 can get more money from races in the States? Time will tell, but as a pessimist I will say yes. Probably. Are you attending any races this year? And do you think Formula 1 is pricing out the fans? Let us know in the comments.